Legends, what's up? It's Darkmech here, and horrific visions are back, and so am I. So, in today's video, I'm going to give you a pretty hefty overview of the horrific visions, focusing on Stormwind mainly, but I'll provide some Orgrimmar context as well. And when Orgrimmar is up next week, I'll give you a run through of that one in much briefer detail, but we'll get the bulk of it out today. There's timestamps in the video as well if you need to skip to a certain section, but this is aimed as if you are struggling in this horrific vision or what to do. This video is going to help you. So let's start off with the zones in Stormwind and Orgrimmar. So in Stormwind, you've got the Cathedral, which is your starting point every time. You've then got the Dwarven District, Old Town, the Trade District, and the Mage Quarter. For Orgrimmar, you'll have Grommash Hold, which you'll start in every time, then the Drag, the Valley of Honor, the Valley of Wisdom, and the Valley of Spirits. Now, all these areas have varying difficulties that correspond to greater sanity drain per second in that zone. And those zones have three classifications: Tainted, Corrupted, and Lost. So for Stormwind, which is up this week, the Cathedral is classed as a Tainted zone where you lose 6 sanity per second. The Dwarven is a Corrupted zone where you lose 8 sanity per second. Old Town is a Lost area, which you lose 12 sanity per second, and these are the hardest zones. The Trade District, which is a Corrupted area for 8 sanity. And lastly, the Mage Quarter, which is another Lost area for 12 sanity per second. So you can see the Lost areas are classed as the most difficult in each of these visions. There are also affixes located in each of these vision zones that will cycle each week. So in the Tainted zone, your starting area, you'll be rotating between Desynchronized, Bloodthirsty, and Promise Power. Now, Promise Power is the one that is up this week, which periodically summons a zone of power. Standing in it increases your damage dealt by 25%, and failing to stand in it will reduce your damage dealt by 10%. Bloodthirsty, periodically you will damage all allies and enemies standing nearby and heal yourself for a small amount based on how many targets you hit. And Desynchronized, your spells and abilities cause you to shift between fast time and slow time. The fast time will cause time to pass 30% faster, speeding up buff and debuff timers and causing you to attack and move faster. In the Corrupted zones, you'll have Entomophobia. So while in combat, you gain stacks of a debuff, representing the amount of bugs on you. After reaching 5 stacks, you'll be forced to run forward for 5 seconds, and jumping removes all stacks. So basically, if you get Entomophobia, just jump. Dark Delusions occasionally summons a shadowy vision of yourself that will pursue you. If it touches you, you will take heavy shadow damage and be stunned for 4 seconds. So it's like the old Corruption when it used to spawn and come at you. Run away. And Scorched Feet, occasionally your feet get hot. As you move, you'll start to glow, and then a pool of fire will spawn under you and knock you forward. You can actually use this to your advantage if you're trying to move certain places, but it will leave a fire zone on the ground. Lastly, in the Lost zones, you'll have Split Personality. Occasionally, you'll be encircled by images of yourself with only one section for you to escape. This can be really frustrating, especially if you're going up a ramp or something in the Mage Tower. So just watch for this. Your screen will start to sort of go purpley hazy when it's going to spawn, and then it'll trigger. You just need to wait for it to spawn and find the gap. If you run into one of them, you'll get disorientated for 6 seconds. Leaden Foot, moving in combat will quickly slow your movement speed until you're immobile. You regain your movement ability as soon as you stay stationary, so it'll just drop off. And Haunting Shadows is the last one, where occasionally players will create a shadow image of themselves at their current location, and then after 4 seconds, that image will explode, forcing all nearby players to run in fear. Potions. Scattered through the visions and the zones are different colored potions, and each time you zone into Stormwind or Orgrimmar, you can check the first potion that you come across in the starting zone, and this will be the bad potion, which is minus 100 sanity if you take that potion. You can also use a handy weak aura, which I'll put in the pinned comment below, which when you see this color, you just click it on the weak aura, and then it'll autofill all the potions for you in what they do. So every time you come across a potion, you can just reference that. The Stormwind potion is located straight ahead of you and to the right as you start in the vision. It's right near Morgan Pestle, and the Orgrimmar one is in the second hut to the left from where you start, next to the Void-bound Ravager. These are always the bad potions, remember. The different types of potion you can have is the Poison, the negative 100 sanity one, a plus 100 sanity potion, a Defense, a Healing, and a Breath of Fire potion. It also goes towards your tributes as well when you're picking up those potions, so they are a really handy thing to make use of. Okay, let's talk strategy for Stormwind, and you can also apply this to Orgrimmar as well. the first vision that you want to do, zone in, kill the mobs in that main starting area, the tainted area, and then just go straight to the main boss and kill them. Don't bother doing any other zones at this point. After your first kill, you'll get a 10% reduction in your sanity drain, meaning you can stay in the visions for longer. Next step, you're going to start by using your corrupted mementos to go and update your horrific vision talent tree, which will make life easier for you again in here. This is time gated though, so you can only get your first access node and then the next row, and then you have to wait until next week. After this, go and complete each side zone and the boss. This will give you an extra 10% sanity drain for each extra zone you do. So for Stormwind, I'd recommend going and doing your tainted area first, then moving to the Dwarven district, then you can come back and kill the boss, which is Illyria in Stormwind. If you're going well, you could throw Old Town in there as well because it's close, but otherwise, just do them separately. For the Dwarven district, you need to go into this zone, you need to kill 3 gnomes prior to entering it, which you'll come across when you cross the bridge. Then you need to go into the Dwarven zone, you need to click 8 bombs, which are marked as yellow dots on the map, then detonate them and kill the zone boss, then go back and kill Illyria. Go out, loot your chests, get your corrupted mementos, use them in your tree if you need to. Do another vision, you'll do the Old Town this time, so come in, do Old Town, go back and kill Illyria. For Old Town, you need to kill your way through the zone and you need to kill Armsmaster Terracin and Alcox, I think it is the Infested, to gain access to SI7 headquarters. You'll have to click the pillar with Valeria. You don't need a countdown or anything like this. Just run and click one of the pillars. Then go in and kill Shaw. The biggest thing with Shaw is just moving him out of the way so you're not staring at the eyes and losing unnecessary sanity. Then you're going to go back, kill Illyria. Then you're going to restart another vision and you're going to do the Trade District this time. So for the Trade District, kill Inquisitor Darkspeak, kill the Zone Boss and release 8 of the prisoners. Then go back and kill Illyria. Then finally, you will come back and do the Mage Quarter and kill Illyria. Now, the Mage Quarter is the hardest zone for Stormwind and the easiest to get lost in. You will need to close 5 portals by killing the mobs near them, then defeat the boss at the top of the Mage Tower. Then you can just take a portal back to Cathedral Square. You can do this in all the zones, by the way. Take a portal back and then go kill Illyria. Now, once you've done all of this, upgraded your tree to the weekly time gate, you've done all these zones, so you've got your sanity reduction like fairly in check and you're fairly set up now. Once you've done this, you want to do a full clear of all the zones and killing Illyria. You want to do this for Orgrimmar as well, and this will give you a total of 60% total sanity drain reduction, which is your goal in week 1. You'll need to do 8 total side areas on repeat to get your corrupted blood things. I can't remember what the exact name is, to hand in your quest, which will give you the lesser corruption helm enchant that you can buy for 500, I want to say, corrupted mementos. If you're not sure what you should be taking for these, check your class discords. The sims are out for that, and that'll change, obviously, possibly with some tuning, but I recommend going and checking that. The corruptions aren't necessarily what you remember from BFA. Talking about tributes, so these are new, and these give you buffs as you empower them. Now, some of them are just for killing elites, some of them are for killing normal mobs, some of them are for killing the zone bosses, the others are for drinking potions. So this is why you want to make the most of accessing everything in your visions, because these tributes, as you empower them, will make you more powerful and give you buffs in return to make those visions easier. The masks are back. So there's some new ones as well. I think there is. So I've linked these in a pinned comment below as well if you want to go and have a read about what they do. And if you haven't done horrific visions before back in BFA, masks are basically modifiers to your horrific visions designed to ramp the difficulty curve. So when you complete a full clear, you get a mask, which is the Mask of the Long Night, which is one of the worst masks, I think, because it cuts your sanity by 50%. Then you can go about unlocking the rest of the mask by completing certain objectives, such as wearing any one mask and completing the Mage Quarter, Old Town, or the Trade District. Then wearing 3 masks and doing a full clear is your end goal, and so on. One mask that I do want to draw your attention to this week, as if you miss it, you'll be a week behind, is the Faceless Mark of the Nemesis. Now, you can do this mask at the same time that you're doing the Mask of Vengeance. You certainly don't have to. I just did them as a pair. It was an easy thing to go in and do. So for this, you need to ensure that you have at least one mask active. It doesn't matter which one it is. Now, the Mask of the Nemesis is in 2 parts. It's in Stormwind and it's in Orgrimmar. You need to kill Hogger when Stormwind is active, and you need to kill Gammon when Orgrimmar is active. You get a nemesis shard from each of them when you kill them, then you combine them and that makes the mask. So to get the Mask of Vengeance, we're going to do that because it's going to be our first stop. You'll need to come to this location on the map here just by running through the starting zone and going around the canals, and you will come to a group of Void Bros here. You kill them and then you're able to loot the mask, and that's that easy for the Mask of Vengeance. The next stop you're going to do is to go and kill Hogger. So we're going to run around all the way to the Mage Quarter side on the canals, and we're going to come to the entrance where you'll find a wanted poster. Clicking on the wanted poster will allow you to interact with it, you'll tear it down, and this will spawn Hogger. When you kill Hogger, he will drop a Nemesis shard, and then you can just go back and kill Illyria and get out of there. The same will be for Gammon in Orgrimmar, and I'll cover that off next week when Orgrimmar is live and show you where that is. The good news with all of this stuff is that it is account-wide. So everything you do in regards to the talent tree for visions, your corrupted mementos, your masks, your tributes, it's all account-wide for your ults and things like that, so you don't need to do it on multiple characters. You will be able to just go to the tree, you will have the currency to be able to fill out the slots, you'll be able to do that. So nice little bonus there if you do want to use visions for gearing up ults and things like that. It's certainly easy to do in that format. So now what I want to do is give you a full walkthrough of the Stormwind vision, just so I can show you how I do it. Obviously, it's probably going to be a little bit different on a tank than playing a DPS or a healer. I don't know anyone that would want to do horrific visions as a healer, but as a tank, you can obviously pull a lot more. So just keep that in mind when I'm showing you what I'm doing here. All right, so I decided to do my walkthrough while playing it and showing you. So these are the tributes that I was talking about earlier on. So you can see killing bosses, killing the elites, killing normal mobs, drinking the potions, all go towards these. And the masks are around here. These are the altars where you'll get the masks from. So I'm just going to do this full clear with just one mask on, which is the Mask of Dark Imagination, as it's a pretty easy one. Whilst below 50% maximum sanity, you occasionally spawn an extra enemy. So it's a pretty easy one to deal with. This is that weak aura that I'll show you how that works. And away we go. Hopefully I don't play like too much of a spaghetti. Oh, I need my headphones. I need sound. Alright, so you're going to mount up. And again, as I said, I'm a tank, so I'm going to do this probably a little bit differently than you might be doing as a DPS or something like that. Here's the first potion that comes up, and it's red. So I'm just going to click on red because red is my bad potion. Every time you see that first potion, that color, it's the bad potion. So you can see over here the types of potions that'll be throughout the horrific vision. I'm going to round all of these up like this. I'm going to get these two on the stairs that you have to kill when you come back anyway. And then I am going to murder all of this. Now you can see here's the zone. I can't remember what that zone was called. The tainted affix that comes up where if you don't stand in it, you actually lose out on damage. So do remember that if it is up, go and stand in it because you'll get the damage boost for it. But if you don't stand in it, your damage will be nerfed by 10%. So DK, you can grip things into it, which obviously makes it easier. These chests appearing here as well. These are from the tributes. As you power up your tributes, you're able to see chests throughout the horrific visions, and that's just an easier way to get more corrupted mementos. Coming through here with these tumors, you don't actually have to kill them. These are the 3 gnomes you need to kill to get into the Dwarven district, so we're going to quickly murder them. We've got our little power circle up again. Just going to run through these tumors. You can kill them if you want, but again, you just don't have to. And now I put myself in combat and I can't actually, there we go, I'm out of combat now. Here are the bombs, so you got to set off 8 of these. So I always click this first one, and then I'm going to go and round up the area, and then I'm going to kill like all of these mobs quickly. And then I'm going to do my bombs. So coming around here, I'm going to come in and get this middle part. Last one's around here, and the motorcycle. And now this mini boss in here, he'll do like 3 leaps. So just make sure you just watch. He's always going to do 3 leaps. So, and that's about it. You can see I've got hot foot in this one as my little affix. So again, every time you just set forward, it'll leave a little pool of fire. Right, so we've killed all them. Now we're going to go and set off all our bombs. potion up there as well, which is black, which is 2% healing. Now, it doesn't matter if the potions are rubbish, like in terms of their effect. Remember, if you have potions, like, oh, I forgot to kill these mobs. If you drink the potions, it goes towards filling up your tribute bar. So you actually want to get the potions if you come across them. Drink any of the potions that you see. Now you can see here as well, yeah, on the map, if you're unsure where these are, these little yellow dots up in the corner here will show you where the bombs are. So if you don't know the layout of the visions and things like that, you can absolutely find them on the map because they are the same as BFA. So I was actually really surprised how quickly everything came back to me when I was going through these visions. It's kind of like, I remember this. The mage quarter though, the mage quarter is still spicy. It's still the worst one in terms of ease of getting lost. So then we're going to kill our first zone boss, which is going to be Therum here. Now you can kick these bombs away, or you can just move. And I think the just move is a far easier way to go about it. He has a frontal breath, and that's about it. There's a portal to go back to the Cathedral District, so if you are just checking these off one at a time at the start, you can just take that back. But we're not going back because we're going to go to Old Town now. So we're in combat. We're just going to keep legging our way over there until we drop out of combat. There we go. We're out of combat now. We're going to open up this one. All right. We go now. We're going to come in here. I'm going to drop a D&D on the arms. What is it? The arms master, whatever the fuck it's called. The arms master, because she has the key that I need to get with Valeria to actually get in. Now that's a stun that goes off. So from that informant, you actually really do need to kick that. I just used Icebound Fortitude because of my DK. But yeah, you don't want to do that because you can get caught in a stun, which will just mean that you end up losing. If you get caught in that flourish, you'll just lose a bit of unnecessary sanity, which if you are struggling in these, obviously giving away sanity is not ideal. Just make sure you're not standing in the frontal from that. About to die, and see we get Terran and Innocent's key, which is good. So now we just need one more key. Come around here. We're just going to collect all these. And here is Old Mate Infested. We're going to grab his key as well. Valeria just saved me then. That was the stun that was going to go off on that informant again, which I actually would have got hit for. Now I'm just going to grab these because we have to get them on the way out anyway. You can see I've got Leadfoot on me in this zone. So Leadfoot, remember, is when you're in combat. As you keep moving, you get a slowing stack every time that just continues to build up. When you stop, the stacks will drop off. All right, sick. Now, see these two things here? These monoliths? You need to click on them. You just need to click on one. Valeria will click on the other one. There's no timing or anything. Just go up to it, click it. Matthias Shaw is always over here. Now, I didn't use a sanity orb, so I'm going to be okay, I still think. You just want to run away from this. This is Shaw, those little circles that's dropping is Shaw every time chasing you. So he'll actually vanish, and then he'll pop up again. With these eyes, move Shaw away from them, and then continue to damage him. Like, you might have to backpedal around a little bit. I might have to drop a sanity orb. I am going to have to drop a sanity orb, I think. Am I going to be okay? No, I'm going to be fine. Quitters. All right, cool. So, yeah, with the eyes, really simple way to just sort of like move away with Shaw. And then even if you just have to like backpedal a touch or just strafe sort of to the side, just make sure you're not facing those eyes where you're just taking straight sanity loss. Because again, it's unnecessary. So now we're heading off to the trade district. So we're going to come out here. These two mobs are always going to spawn out of here. Just going to get my bone shield stacks back for free while I'm doing this. Now coming across this bridge here, there's this like tendril thing that you could fight if you want, or you can just jump over the side. Depending on how you're feeling, do you. All right, so now we're into this. Now I have Scorched Feet here, so we're going to give all these mobs straight here. And we're going to grab our sort of first, I don't know what you'd like to call it, named. Is it a named mob in here, we'll call it? Now, he is going to get this cast off. So I am going to lose like a little bit of sanity here, as you can see. Didn't really manage to kill him quick enough. I think I lost like 45 sanity through that, which it's not bad, but it's just obviously not ideal. Now I'm going to grab these mobs in front of the zone boss here. I'm going to pull them back here because we need to come and open a lot of these prisoner cages after we kill the zone boss. Okay. These appendages here, they'll like come around with you. So if you just want to keep going and clearing like I'm doing right now, those appendages will just come to you. So don't worry about running to them. They will come to you and you can just kill them then. All right, cool. So using the hot foot there, do you see, just to boost myself forward. I haven't really come across many other potions. Either that or I've just been blind, missed them while I've been talking. So this zone boss here, really nice thing you can do as a DK. This Chains of Servitude, you can AMS it. Otherwise, it will pull you in and you basically have to just run away from the boss, because if you get dragged in, you start losing a bunch of sanity every time you connect. AMS will stop that from going off, which means that you can wail on him and kill him a lot quicker. All right, here's a potion here as well. It's a purple one. It's +5 defense. Ooh, we're going to grab that. It's a red one. We know red is bad, so we're not going to do the red one. Get all these. So 8 captives you've got a free. Got a red potion there. We don't want none of that either. Got a black one here, which is 2% healing. So we'll take that one. Come around and get this one. Oh, I've missed one. This is the one that I forgot about the first time. When you kill this boss, don't forget this one. It's right here. Kill the boss here. Get this one first. All right, now we got 2 more to go, which will be up here. So you can see that flame foot thingy is about to go off. So you start actually, start heating up. You start burning up. All right, I'm just going to go. Now, we're heading off to the mage quarter now. So, last one to go. Oh, wait, we got one more cage. Bit ahead of myself. All right, click this one. Now we're off to the mage quarter. All right. Now, I'm going to show you the way I go in the mage quarter, because I think that's the way that makes sense. You might have a really different way to go. Just coming over this bridge, watch these. If you pull these, you actually need a toy to be able to kill it. Otherwise, you're going forever. Here's the Hogger Wanted poster again. You needed to know that. So you'd come and interact with this and it would spawn Hogger. Actually, I can do it now and just show you while we're in here. Nope, I can't because I've already done it. Okay, you can only do it once. There we go. Learned that. All right, we're into the mage. I'm bloody in combat and I got leaden foot. So, all right. Anyway, gonna kill my way up here. There is a mask you can get to, which is magnitudes, which is really weird at the moment with how it's dropping. It was said that you needed to wear 1 mask and kill everything in the corrupted vision, which I have done, and I didn't get the mask. And then I've seen other people saying that they just did a full clear with 1 mask and they got it luckily. So I don't sort of know, but yeah, we'll see how we go in this one. Now, there's another named mob in here. You got to close 5 portals in this mage zone. Here's this corrupted mob that we need to do. This one does a big frontal breath, and you just need to watch out for these swirls on the ground. You can see I just got hit by one then. Totally did it for science sake, but 30 sanity every time you get hit with one of those swirls. So not ideal. All right, we're gonna kill these. So here's another portal here. So we've closed 1 portal so far. This will be the 2nd portal that we're closing. And you just get that by killing these little void mobs around it. Now, I'll just use a sanity orb quickly. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to go down here to get my 3rd portal. Then I'm going to come back up and go through this house. So this is the way that I just remember it every time without getting lost in the mage quarter. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to do this one first. Oh, it's so slow. All right, so we kill this one. All right, that's 3 of 5 portals closed. Now I'm going to go back up to the house, remember? So back up into this main area. Oh God, Leadenfoot, get off me. You're killing my life. All right, I'm going to go into this house. And there's going to be another portal out here. So it's not the elemental either. It's the keeper that actually you need to kill for to close the portal. Words. All right, kill these. I'm going to kill these because Leadfoot, remember. All right, now I'm going to go up here and I'm going to go to the left. And here is my last portal. All right, now I'm not going to interrupt this. Hold on to your interrupt because what's going to happen is he'll cast a rain of fire and then it won't move. So if you hold your interrupt, you'll be able to move them out of the rain of fire and you'll be able to kill them quickly. Otherwise, you'll be waiting for it to move. All right, we've done that. Now we got to go kill the mage. So back to the center, to the mage tower. Get off your horse to run through someone's house and mount up again. And we're going to go up the mage tower. Red potion there, which we don't want because it's poison. Haven't really been looking if there was chests or anything like that either. Too busy yapping. All right. I'm going to move up to the top here. Really shouldn't have pressed S advance because I'll need it on this, but maybe it'll be back up by then anyway. All right, so now we're on to the Mage Umbric. Now, this one's not... As a DK, we're pretty chill through this one, okay? Polymorph here, we can AMS it. Now, oh, I think I just got stunned by one of my pots falling off me. You can AMS it. I went to press it and it didn't work. 66% he'll phase into this. If you're a Void Elf, you can just send yourself up the line and you don't actually have to worry about it. Really, really chill to get through. Polymorph coming out now. I'm going to AMS it. So I'm going to avoid being Polymorph. The next side that we go up to, 33%, he'll blink over here. When we get up here, I'm going to kick the missiles and then I'm going to Lichborn the poly. And he'll be dead by them. He'll probably be dead by them anyway. If you get hit by those ice shards, which I just did, it's the 30 sanity loss too. So just be smart about where you're coming up, and I would Lichborn that. All right, Mage Tower's done. Now I'm going to take this portal back to the cathedral. All right, sweet. Back to the cathedral. We killed the 2 guards, so that's open. If you wanted, you could go. Here's another chest over here, so we'll go and get this. There's also... If you are searching to min-max this as well, there's generally another mob that'll be in here as well. Just if you want more corrupted mementos, or if it does come out with a mask of multitudes, where you do need to kill every mob in the horrific vision, that would be one of them as well. So just know that one's in there. There's also another one in... It's in Old Town. In the bar, which I would have missed as well. So as you go in there, it's to the left. All right. But for the sake of this one, yeah, we're just showing you how to get through for a full clear. Again, you could use a sanity orb here as well, which I probably should have just prior to it starting. Again, watching out for these chaos gazers. Just make sure that you have your back to them. Even when it's like this, still having you back to them. Bombs, again, I'm not going to kick any of them. I'm just going to wait for them. Chains of Servitude is going to go off. I'm going to AMS it because it means that I won't get dragged in. Now, you can actually still hit Illyria while this is going on, and then I have to move. For these, you just line of sight this Void Eruption. Nice and easy. You don't have to do anything else. Bunch of stuff's going to come down on the floor. We're going to move out of that. We're going to kick the polymorph. I'm going to spin away from this eye. It's going to, when you spin away from it for long enough too, it'll sort of blink to your location. You can kick those bombs as well, or again, just move. This does get really annoying though with Area of Denial. And then I'm just going to finish it up. And there you have it. So hopefully if you were struggling with what way to go, getting lost or objectives or something like that, this helps you out. But that is that's just a full clear with 1 mask on, and then you'll loot, you'll get whatever you're gonna get. Still interested to see how the Mask of Magnitudes does work But yeah, if I get an update on that, I'll show you. And I'll do this for Orgrimmar next week as well, if you're struggling with that one when that comes out as well. But thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. See you, fam.